We didn't even touch on DeAndre Williams in this game. AAC Player of the Week for the third time this year. Dude was pretty much unstoppable against this. I mean, he's flipped a different kind of switch that we've never seen before.
Yeah,
it's just
5 steals, 3 blocks the other day.
Right.
Good God.
It's just DeAndre always plays with a high energy, right? Like he's always the most energetic and like we talked about this, just like the most balled in player that you can watch because you can just he wears his emotion on his face and the way he plays, like you can tell how locked in he is. But even how good he's been throughout his career, he's never had a stretch like this.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been every bit as good as Kendric Davis has been.
He's best big in the conference.
Yeah.
Like I don't think that it's not even close to debatable.
I
think they have the best duo in conference.
Yes.
I
think they have the best 2 players.
I think that's fair. I really do think that is fair.
Whoa. I know how good Marcus Sasser is, and I know that he plays on the number 1 team in the country.
I don't think that's unfair.
I don't either.
What they have done to lift up everybody around them too.
Right.
Like I think there's something to be said about that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't argue with you.
Yeah.
I wouldn't argue with you on that.
Oh,
That's the only point.
I'm not saying there's not an argument to be made that Marcus Sasser is the best player in the country. I'm not saying that, but there also is an argument to be made that DeAndre and KD are the best players in the conference.
I don't want to belabor the point about this, but I think it needs to be said whenever you can say it. Kendric Davis and DeAndre Williams, you go into any game in the country, if you play any team in the country, you feel confident that they're going to stick in it because of those 2 guys.
Absolutely.
And I don't know if in the entire Penny Hardaway tenure that's ever been part of the books or the case.
Not with multiple guys.
Not with that consistency either.
Because it was, Jeremiah Martin or Precious Achiuwa or it was always one guy that you were like, if he plays well, we have a chance. But now it's like 2
guys are going to play well.
Yes.
Like they're just going
lock
to.
it in.
Yeah.
Like DeAndre's on a pretty absurd double stretch, and he scored 10 plus in 25 games now. He's
shooting
been in
the 3 ball
figure.
well too when he gets open.
Not shooting bad. And then Kendric on the other side, he can do whatever he wants to do. He
could be inefficient. He went 8 for 22 the other night, and he still had 22 points, 6 for 6 from the line,
and got to the free throw line 7 times. Shot 14 free throws. Yeah, because no one can stay with him.
No. He only shot 6 free throws.
Oh yeah. I'm thinking about the last Cincinnati. That's what happens when you mix research, guys.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. No, he has not been getting to the free throw line as much. I think the ankle probably has a lot to do with that.
But I feel like for the most part, watching him play, it's behind him. I think
but you know what I mean? Just kind of like the hesitation to get down there. And I think he even said it after the Wichita State game that he just wasn't fully comfortable.
You're going to favor it a little bit, right?
Right.
Like, it's just always going to be there.
But the thing is, like, when he wants to, like, if they were playing tournament games right now, you better believe he'd be going to the free throw line 7-8 times a game. Because he's just going to keep going at you and keep going at you. Not many people can stay with that first step that he has. When he's got the ball in his hands and he wants to get to the basket, there's not many guards in the country that can stop him from getting to the basket.
And I want to bring this up because Kenny gave us a little bit of look when you gave the 2 best players in conference. Who else is in there? Marcus Sasser, Jarris Walker, UCF kid. I'm losing my mind. Yeah, Taylor Hendricks. But like, if you go look at the stat sheet and how these guys have filled it up, like, I put those stats against anybody else in conference. Like, truthfully.
Yeah, I mean, Kendrick's stats on face value are better than Marcus Sasser's anyway.
And he's a leading scorer in the conference.
I think Marcus Sasser averages like maybe 16 a game.
Yeah. DeAndre's up past that. He's almost 18 points per game.
Yeah, I think he's like right at 18 points.
About 7 rebounds per game too.
So Jalen Cook is the second leading scorer.
Yeah,
is this year?
He's so nasty, dude.
Yeah, he's really good. He's a good ball player.
I don't know how.
Kendrick is the player of the year.
How many games has Memphis played? 29, right? This isn't fully updated.
Yeah, 29. But Kendric Davis is the best player in conference. The only conversation we'd have outside of that is DeAndre Williams the person directly behind him?
Right. Is it DeAndre or is it Marcus Sasser?
I don't know.
As y'all are walking through this,
I don't know.
I'm not as hesitant to say that anymore.
I don't think it's that crazy of a statement. I really don't. And there's some good players. Like, I'm not trying to hate on the other players, but like these two guys.
Yeah, I mean, Kendric Davis leads the conference in points and assists.
Yeah, he's number one. He's conference player of the year. Like, lock it in.
And DeAndre's averaging 18 and 8.
I mean, yeah.
So I mean, yeah. Somehow, KO is second in blocks per game. That's kind of wild. He barely plays, and he's second in blocks per game. Yeah, I think Marcus Sasser is very good. I really do. I've loved Marcus Sasser since he was a freshman. But you know how it is in college sports. When you play on the best team, you get more recognition than sometimes you may deserve. And I'm not necessarily saying that's the case, but if you flipped KD and Kendrick and you flip Marcus Sasser, you'd be saying that KD and Kendrick were bar none the best two players in the conference.
I promise you, I'm not trying to like hate on Marcus Sasser.
I'm not either.
But Houston played an entire year without him last year.
Yeah.
And an entire year without him. What are they, a 3 seed?
Yeah.
I mean, I know they're going to be a 1 seed this year. I get that. But like, they played an entire year without him and figured it out regardless.
Yeah.
There's no chance you can play without these guys and have 22 wins so far this year. Zero shot. So I don't know. They're valuable. How about that?
Right, well,
two most valuable players in conference.